Tech news update. It's Mika Power here. And we've got a tech news update on Intel's Meteor Lake, first Raptor Lake refresh, Meteor Lake, Arrow Lake, and then there's Lunar Lake. I don't know much about Nova Lake, though. But anyway, it's going to be sort of like Broadwell and Sky Lake when it comes to Meteor Lake and Arrow Lake. Where they're going to be launching the mobile chips first. And probably limited desktop chips on Meteor Lake. And Meteor Lake's going to be built, only the CPU part's going to be on Intel 4, or TSMC 4nm. The rest is going to be built on like TSMC 5 or 6 or Intel 7. And Raptor Lake is going through a refresh. In a month from now, we should be seeing the mainstream desktop and the mobile chips for Raptor Lake, with even worse clock speeds than Alder Lake. It's just going to be like embarrassing how an i9 runs at like 1.1 gigahertz with 24 cores. Whereas the Ryzen would run in the 3 gigahertz range with 16. But then there's going to be a Skylake-like launch for Arrow Lake right after the Broadwell-like launch of Meteor Lake. As Meteor Lake's only going to have 6 big cores and 16 small cores, making it the HX die. And don't forget about the processors made by my company, Progressive Computing, like for AMD CPUs it's called Mars, however for Intel CPUs it's going to be called Ares. And you get the trend with all my naming schemes for CPUs and GPUs. Like Roman gods get the AMD and Greek gods get the Intel and NVIDIA. And I don't think I'll need to come up with something else for the GPUs because Arc is just failing. They're not going to have much in the future. And I heard that the Panther Lake now used to be considered Lunar Lake, but Lunar Lake's going to be like a CPU comparable to an Apple M2, non-Pro, non-Max. Yeah, just a plain M2 like CPU with 4 big and 4 small. That's what Lunar Lake's going to be, but Panther Lake is going to be like it might have what they said Lunar Lake was going to have, with like 8 big cores and 32 small cores, making a 40-core chip. I might need to split this tech news update into 2. But next is the Radeon RX 7900 XT and XTX. The XTX has 24 gigs of 384-bit VRAM. Finally, they're going back to beyond 256-bit. The XT comes with 20 gigabytes, 320-bit. So finally, they're doing that. Once again, they push up the tier to make it like higher numbers for like the lesser tiers. Like the 7900 XT is like the 78. It's like the 6800 XT, whereas the 6800 XT was like the 5700 XT in successor form. Predecessor, successor form. and the RTX 4070 was canceled. It's just NVIDIA's having a bad time too with the GPUs, just like Intel. It's just crazy what's going on with current tech news. Like Raptor Lake running at such low clock speeds, and then like the base clocks, and then GPUs on Intel and AMD failing. Whereas the clocks on Zen 4 are crazy high. This is partly on Intel's end due to the condensed microarchitecture that started with Sunny Cove. But that was just a big mistake they made. Not as big of a mistake as Apple switching to Apple Silicon. But Apple's gonna be Apple and Cherry Computer are gonna be the next part. So stay tuned. Bye.